Okay, so boom, this story is about Big Five. And Big Five been pimping since pimping, been pimping, been pimping. But before I start this story, I want to explain something to you. If you ain't noticed, it's just certain people in this world that just because of their character and their integrity, regardless of what side of life they on, good or bad, because even in the bad life, there are certain people who carry a certain type of integrity about themselves that opportunity just lands in their lap, even though it's the wrong opportunity. You just a go-to guy. Same thing when you in a good life. If people know you carry yourself, you got a good name, you know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say a good name is better than choice gold, silver. So when you in a certain life, in a certain world, your name attached to commitment to that world. For some reason, it always bring, or what most people in this life now would explain as manifest. It just manifests certain things to land in your lap that's equivalent, that align with how it is that you move. Now, if you done paid attention to the stories about my pops, then you've seen how, based on how he's carried himself throughout his whole prison sentence, from River Bend when he was on death row, to Brushy Mountain, to Turning Center, to Northeast, to where he at now, his name always attracted, hey, man, Big Joe probably can, man, you trying to, man, brother, man, you need to go over there and holler at Big Joe. And sometimes you got to be careful of them patterns, because one thing about the enemy that you should be aware of at this big old age is he very crafty at keeping you in cycles. So just when people think, just like with gambling, you keep gambling, you win, and in your mind you keep saying, I'm gonna get back what I lost. I'm gonna get back what I lost. It keep you in a cycle to give you enough just to keep you there. So when you're trying to walk away from something on the bad side, it just seems like you get that call. Hey, man, bro, you ain't gonna believe it, bro. Man, I got a leak, man. I'm talking about 25, bro. We ain't gotta do nothing walking. I'm talking about, bro, we can go straight in there, get it, come straight back out, bro. Ain't nobody gonna know nothing. Brother, them already on the other side of town. They got eyes on dude. I'm telling you, bro, easy 25, bro. I know you already said you were done with the life. You weren't trying to do that, but I'm telling you, bro, 25, I'm gonna give you 7,500 right off the bat, bro. But you gotta go with me, bro. I can't have nobody else go with me. You already know how they is. They loose, you know what I'm saying, loose lip. Then they gonna go blow the bread, you know what I'm saying, bro. I already know what's up, though. 25, bro, 7,500. Soon we get it, bro. It just seemed like it just constantly, and I think that was my daddy took a lot in the penitentiary when it came to hustling, when it came to phones. Like, even though he was disassociating himself with certain things on the basis of his character throughout the years, it still brought things to his door. Hey, man, Big Joe, man, I know you probably ain't, but look, man, can you call? Can you? And a lot of times when you ain't got to the point where you really want to let go, because your identity been attached to a certain thing for so long. So outside of the thing that people honor you for, or look up to you for, or they look at you as a role model, or they look at you as in your mind you want to put as a king, it's a certain thing. So, and when that thing gone, especially as a man, you feel like you don't have a sense of identity, which is why a lot of people stay in gangs at 50 years old, 40, 50 years old, because outside of the gang, they don't know who they are. The lingo that you got to learn, the world that you have to adapt to, because you've been in this for so long, which was when I came home from doing the 10 years, coming out here, it was an adjustment. Prison lingo, prison world, how this go, prison politics, just how everything go. Coming out here having to adjust back to the real world, it's a hard thing for people to let go of a thing that not only seems like it helps you at times, but it's also done condition you to believe that's who you are and that's your identity. But let me tell y'all about pimping, been since pimping, been pimping. So look, B5, he down in Jeff's cell. Y'all done heard me talk about Jeff before. Jeff, decent dude, but Jeff was a snake. Jeff is equivalent to J. Edgar Hoover in a sense. He a silent killer. He got influence. He good with his word. He gonna throw his rock, hide his hand. Not only that, he got enough power, what seemed like, and control to make you feel like he ain't the one to cross. And he had the vice lords on the compound. So he got the jack, he got the teacher, he got access, resources. So a lot of time when people want to orchestrate stuff, they going to him. He one of them people that, because of his connections, his influence, who he is, things land in his lap. But been pimping since been pimping was connected to Jeff. B5 was basically running a pimping ring in the penitentiary. Let me explain something to y'all. Commercial break me, please. I pause like that because they doing something new on YouTube. So if you see me pause like that, bear with me because I'm using this video as an experiment. I'm trying to see something because they done changed how they place the ads. And when I do my story times, when I run like that, it ain't giving them spaces to put the ads in. So if you want to fast forward it when you see me, then do that. But look, so I gotta figure this out. So he running up. When I first came to the penitentiary, I'm in Northwest. Trouble on the left of me from Columbia, the one that passed away. Anyway, H Cool downstairs. H Cool, Trouble, two of the first people to let me use the jack in the penitentiary. They was trying to get me to get girls. I'm fresh off the street, so I still got a lot of influence. They want me to call and get girls to bring the pack in. They telling me how much money we can make in the penitentiary. And they already had the white boys lined up that was willing to put the girl on the list, go over and get the bomb and bring it back. So that's a thing in the penitentiary. But been pimping since been pimping was a pimp on the street. He from Memphis, but he bring in the pimping mentality in the penitentiary. So he calling girls because to him, that's his pipeline to bring in narcotics in the penitentiary, getting white boys to go up there and get it. You know what I'm saying? So he could do what he got to do. But he got a main chick, which I'm going to get to. He got a main chick that he running all of this through. So been pimping since been pimping. Down there in the cell with Jeff. I see him when he coming up the stairs. He got a little, what going on with you? What's up? What's up? Y'all know what's going on? Little chubby dude, you know what I'm saying? Little chubby dude, beard, tattoo up on his eye. I don't know if he had a body or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about none of that. So I see him tap on Jeff door. Jeff, hey, player. Hey, player, fine. Jeff opened the door. Man, what's up? It sounds like when he walk, hey, man, bro, you for real, man, quit playing. The door closed, boom. So I can't hear everything, but I can hear them going back and forth in the cell. I stepped in the cell. Hey, Dad, I think Jeff and been pimping down there arguing. My dad said, oh, for real? He said, it's probably about them girls. They're proud about them girls, man. They trying to do too much. They got too much going on. He said, man, you already know Jeff a snake down there. Jeff probably done called one of them gals and done explained to him this and that. But that's the penitentiary rules is in effect. So I come back out of the cell, been pimping since been pimping, coming out of the cell, man, that's cool, man. That's cool. He walking towards me. The brother that was beside us in the cell, I can't remember. He was I don't know if bro was retired or out count, but he next door to us on the left. I'm guessing he heard. He was a little crazy, too, tattoos all on his face. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to get that money, but he was a little slow in my opinion. He was a little remedial. Bro come out of the cell. By the time he come out, been pimping since been pimping. About right there, man, what going on, folks? Bro say, man, what you down there with your people about now, man? You always into it with your people, man. What wrong with you? He said, man, my people be tripping sometimes. And look, just because they the people sometimes don't mean they your people. You feel what I'm saying? You know, people don't know when people say they loyal until it's time to show that you got some loyalty. He got all kind of little pimping sayings and stuff, right? Little Joe, what you got going on, folk? I said, he done called him folk. He done called me folk. He done threw his people under the bus. So I already know these are strategic, calculated penitentiary moves because now he probably need, because let me explain something to you. Pimps gonna utilize everything around them to really keep themselves safe so they don't have to put themselves in harm's way, which is the same way a lot of gang leaders do, a lot of so-called bosses do. They use all the pieces and never really try to get their hands dirty or put themselves in a position where if something get exposed, they take the hit. All the other people gonna take the hit. So he got all of this going on because people looking at it as if he's beneficial based on what he could do with the women to bring it in the bomb. And people so rap crazy in their mind in the penitentiary about making penitentiary money, they ain't seeing how he really and hiding the other hand. So what Big Joe got going on? And now I need to holler at big folk. I said, people, they need to holler at big folk. My daddy heard him. My daddy step out the door. B5, what's up, man? What you got going on? You down there arguing? My son came in and told me you down there arguing. Man, can I come in and say your Joe? I'm standing, but he right here. The other brother kind of standing behind him. I'm by the rail, so I'm leaned back like this here. My dad already know what time it is. Hey, keep all these people out this cell, man, for real. So I'm looking at my dad, and my dad is looking at me. We looking at each other. B5 turn around and like, man, what's up, man? Can you step in the house real quick, Joe T? I said, man, that ain't no house, man. My dad hollered, man, come on in the house. I said, man, what? I'm walking in with him, behind him, right? Man, bless his cell, man. Hey, little Joe, man, your son's something else, man. I walk in. What you mean I'm something else? What you got going on? Man, I ain't doing nothing, man. Look. Put the violation up real quick, little Joe. He making demands and stuff. I said, what's up? What's going on? Man, look, check this out, right? So Joe, you already know. Joe, you already know what I got going on. Everybody already know what I do. You know what I'm saying? The reason everybody know what he do is because that's what he was doing on the street. So, commercial break me, please. Let me explain to you how B5 ended up in penitentiary. B5 was pimping on the streets. His main girl deceived him to an extent. They bringing him money. He collecting his money, however it go. The girl can't get to him, give his girl the money. His girl, his girl lied and say she never brought it when he asked her, did she bring the money? His girl lied and say she never bought the money and cuffed the money. He goes to the girl. She trying to tell her, I brought the money. I ain't got no reason to lie to you. I ain't never lied to you. He go in the girl mouth. Boom. The girl fights back that he pimping. He ends up choking her out, thinking she probably just finna pass out. Cause they don't tell her how many times he done did it. And the girl ended up dying. And some other girls ended up telling on him. But anyway, he ended up in the penitentiary and finding out later on his girl apologized to him, telling him she had the money. You know what I'm saying? So basically he done went to the penitentiary. But anyway, so he tell my dad, man, look. So everybody already know what I got going on, right? So I'm down, I've been running the play with the players, right? I've been running the play with the players. So Jeff already know, I ain't trying to put you in too much of the business, right? So Jeff Biz, he got the violation up. So I go over here holler at people from Springfield, B-Lord. I go over here to B-Lord. It's B5, bro. He, boom, popped up. What's going on? I said, man, I'm trying to take care of the business real quick. Because he, you know what I'm saying, he gonna get in too. He can verify what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So he get me on the horn, like boom. I get on the horn. I'm asking her like, what's up going on? Baby, yeah, last night, baby. Did you such and such? Cause Joe T, this kind of the reason why I'm in the penitentiary. I'm a little triggered, right? So I'm thinking, oh, somebody, I don't play them type of game. You know what I'm saying? When I was down there, you know what I'm saying, South Central, somebody played them same type of game, you know what I'm saying, put me in a penitentiary. So when people play like that, you know what I'm saying, I used to stepping on my toe, you know what I'm saying, trying to play up on me. And the whole time, you know, I said, I've been helping you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when I get out the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, my gal that did that, I'm talking about she riding how she want to ride. I'm talking about she got the jewelry, you know what I'm saying, all her friends, you know what I'm saying, like she cool. You know what I'm saying, we living big. You ain't even have to lie to me like that. Oh, a couple $100, boom, I come to the bed, boom, I go, I'm talking about, I don't play them time. I'm talking about gorilla pimping for real, Joe, you feel me? But look, so, I'll get on the boom, she telling me what's going on. I said, I don't five ain't play like, boom, I get out the jack, I'm mad instantly. I tell B-Lo, I'm like, bro, I'm finna go over and check, bro. That was a break. I was like, man, I'm finna go over and check, bro. B-Lo, get what he tell me, bro. B-Lo would tell me, he started getting low, right? B-Lo gonna tell me, bro, just leave that alone, bro, just move on. So I asked him, oh, you knew about this? Nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know, but I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? He tapped my daddy. Nothing else to talk about, Big Joe. I fade out the cell. I see Lil Joe when he's standing out. Lil Joe, you seen me when I come out the cell over there. I said, yeah, I seen when you went. That's exactly what just happened when I come out of the cell going over there. I was like, yeah, I ain't see where you came from, but I seen you going to knock on Jeff door, right? My daddy say, yeah, my son told me you. That's how they came back. So he popped it up, boom, I'm instant, boom. I'm talking about, I don't play like that. Don't be playing on me, you know what I'm saying? For real, really gorilla pimping, Joe. Really gorilla pimping. I get in the cell, he telling me she the one text his phone. I don't care nothing about who texts who first. We taking care of the business. You eating off my table. So when you got the text, you won't keep it play up. What you should have said is, I ain't doing fine like that. Get what he tell me, Joe. My daddy said, I already know how they go. I done seen it 100 times. He tried to run it to me like she chose her. Man, bro, you know what type of games you playing, bro. You want to move so you can do what it is that you do. And then in your mind, you trying to make it like I can't go get a phone. Joe, you think I can't go get a phone right now if I want to? He trying to run it to me like she chose up, so there ain't no sense in getting mad about a woman that done boom. You know what I'm saying? She came over here, you know what I'm saying? She talking about she trying to boom. So I hit her back. You know what I'm saying? She asked me for a bitch, so I told her. You know what vibe? You got that. We ain't doing no more business. So look, I come out the cell, I see Lil Joe. I'm like, what I gotta do with him? I hate to even say what I'm about to say though. B-Lord, Frankfurt, right? B-Lord, Frankfurt, right? Yeah, I thought so. You know what I'm saying? Memphis, I'm right down the street from y'all. You know what I'm saying? We like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all down the street, how far y'all live? About 3 hours from Memphis. So we family, right? Right by Nashville. Yeah, I've been down up through there. You know what I'm saying? I-65. You know what I'm saying? I used to run it. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that. Yeah, Brighton girls all the way from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? We come to Memphis. We come from Memphis. I'm talking about come to Nashville. You know what I'm saying? Catch them down there on Dickinson Road. Bring them all the way back from Memphis, turn them out. You hear me? I'm talking about gorilla pimping, Joe. I ain't played no game, right? But anyway, so when I come out the cell, I say to myself, man, I can't mess with finding them no more. Can't mess with finding them no more. They're my people. Player. Always gonna be. But the way they did play, that's how I got put in the penitentiary. So I don't put myself in predicaments where I know, you know what I'm saying, it'll trigger me like that because, you know what I'm saying, I let somebody play me like that before and play in my face, you know what I'm saying, I end up with the time. You feel what I'm saying, Big Joe? My dad is like, Big Fab, what you want? I said, I echo. Yeah, what you want though? Big Fab, dang, y'all don't only look alike, you sound alike. What's his telepathy? You think alike too? Both of y'all think that I'm trying to get y'all to run there because I'm trying to get some money with you, Joe. My dad said, get some money with me? Man, look. So, I already got like 4, 5 on, right? I ain't trying to get in your business, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know what you got going on, just like you know what I got going on. But I ain't fooling with finding them because I don't even want to ask them to use their phone. I want them to think, because I ain't going up there. I ain't going up there. You know what I'm saying? They probably know one or two that I got. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to play them like I done cut everything, faded to black. You feel what I'm saying, Joe? So when they think that, because I ain't going up the way, right? Yeah. So, but I'm going to have, if you feel what I'm saying, Joe? I said, what's all this? Because we don't know what the was. You need to explain that when you talk up in here. Boy, your son, boy, hey, but y'all already know. I'm talking. I said, you one more time. I'm talking about hook you in here. Quit playing, bro. Now, look. All I need to do is use the phone. You know what I'm saying? I already got something lined up. Boom. You know somebody want to get on somebody. Joe, I already got the girls. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you can get. Boom. That's how we going to do it. So they don't. And you already, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even going to think that it's coming from me because you already got something going on. You feel me, pimping? I'm looking at this set. I'm thinking, this city slicker right here think he's slicker than a can of oil. Like he really just came here and ran this game down as if he just deceived us so quick, like we couldn't even see through him. But me knowing my daddy, I said, in his mind, this is an opportunity that done landed in his lap because they always land in his lap because somebody else's character was flawed. They seen it. My daddy got a great reputation, even though it's over here in this world. And here come Pimping, been pimping since been pimping. And my daddy say, so you telling me, I said, B5 right here, my daddy on the bunk, I'm behind my daddy, I pull a funny folk. As he talking to B5, I'm like this here. B5 turn around, I'm like this here. My daddy bust out laughing. B5 saying, I know he's doing something silly behind me. What you doing, little Joe? I said, man, I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to look out for my dad to see what's going on. Look out for your dad for what? You think I get your pops in? Man, whatever. I said, what you, hold on. Hey, don't say nothing like that, B5. My dad said, boo, man, I got it, boo. Step out to see it real quick. I said, man, I ain't going nowhere. I got to keep you under supervision, man. You know, all your barons ain't there like it used to be. B5 say, boy, my son didn't like him, bro. I don't know why they think they got the parent, man. I said, you see? Hey, anyway, go ahead, finish that. Go ahead, finish. When B5 leave out, we'll talk. They sitting here discussing how they finna do it. My daddy say, but go over and tell Tiny I need the phone. All right. I pop the door. Leave it cracked like I do when I feel I need to move fast so they don't have a long conversation and I miss out on some pieces that I need to have so I can make sure behind the scenes things don't go the way so I can bring it back up to my daddy. So when I leave out of the cell, I barely hit the door. Boom. Tiny. By the time I turn, my daddy closing the door. Boom, the violation still up. Tiny open the door. Come on, my daddy need to holler at you. I grab his door. Hold on, little Joe, hold on. I got my cigarette in there. Little Joe, I said, go on, put your cigarette out real quick. My daddy need to holler at you. It's emergency. What is it about? He hit the cigarette on the door. Hey, everything straight? Yeah, everything straight. I grabbed him. Come on, bro. Tiny, man, hey, man, hold on, man. I ain't stretching or nothing this morning. Now I'm getting old now. I said, well, you need to keep walking and talking at the same time, but you getting old. Come on, cause my daddy finna get in something he ain't got no business to get me. Tiny talking about, do I need to get my knife? Listen, I'm gonna tell you this one more time. Walk and talk now, old man. Hey, you ain't gonna keep talking to me like that, little Joe. I done told your daddy now. I ain't saying nothing to you out of respect to your daddy. I said, man, come on, we'll handle this one getting said. Come on. Cause you know how my dad is. He said, what's going on? I said, as long as you keep walking, talking, it's cool. We get to the dad, open the door. My dad, I said, come on then, Tiny. Man, bless his head. Tiny, you got that on you? Yeah. What's going on though? Just, your son done came over and scared me. My nerves already bad. I done got into it with me on them down there about $150. Mama tell you about that in a minute, cause man, I might need you. Need it for what? You ain't finna ask my dad for nothing. And then you know what I'm saying? You want to be fired in the cell. You ain't finna ask my dad for nothing. Whatever you owe, bro, you gonna have to figure that out yourself. My dad already doing too much for you. I just told be fired, and my dad, all his barriers ain't even there. So he don't even know when y'all, my dad, boo, why you always playing? No, I'm not playing right now. And what did he tell you talking about? He want to try me or something. Cause Tiny, I'm talking about put you on your head here right now. So whatever you told my dad, you need to go and tell me. My dad said, hold on, man, we got company here. B5 say, boy, your son a real trip. He said, man, boy, you ain't got no. He said, Tiny, let me see that real quick. He said, I'm gonna come over and holler at you, man, and see what's going on. I said, you're not going to see what's going on with nothing. Anyway, Tiny, let me see that. Tiny pulled the phone out. I'll reach and grab it. My dad said, give me the phone, man. I said, man, here, man. Go and take care of your business, B5. He said, how you telling him to take care of the business in my phone? I said, that's iPhone. You done said that too many times. The reason I come from Turner Center up here is because you promised me that we was gonna have a phone. So I ain't know you finna let him use your phone. You finna let him use our phone. Do you understand me? The B5, now go ahead and do what you gotta do. My dad said, boo, you need to step out. I said, I ain't going nowhere. I got to supervise you. Tiny, you can step out the cell though. Tiny said, man, B5, don't pay him no attention. He do me like this all the time when I'm trying to do business with Joe. Hey, Tiny, come on about the cell now. Go on over and finish your cigarette, share your nerve bad for the Mexicans come jump on you. And after they jump on you, I'm gonna come and smash on you. Cause you're Tiny, man, Joe, come holler at me. I ain't finna do this with your son right now. He fade out of the cell. I'm doing everything I'm doing so B5 can see. If it come down to it, listen to me, B5, we're going to do it to you. At least we want you to believe that. So I need you to walk out of this cell with the impression when you go and talk to your celly or whoever. Man, what's up with your son, man? He be chilling on the rock. I'm up there in the cell. He talking crazy to Joe. He talking crazy to Tiny. He checking me, daddy. His daddy can't make him calm down. What going on? He really like that? What he was like when he was down there before he came up here? Cause man, he act like he with that. I am. So look. So B5 get on the phone. He got kind of the same lineup. He telling my daddy, man, man, you be on POF though. My dad, nah, I don't do all that. I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, my daddy, yeah, you know, I been with my girl this amount of time. He ain't telling him this girl, he done stole her from somebody at Northeast anyway. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So he get on the phone, baby, it's me, what you doing? Look, Cherry, you talk to her today? Watch that door, little Joe. I said, you and I said. He said, yeah, I forgot y'all got eyes anyway. Y'all already good. I said, hold on. Hey, put the phone down real quick. My dad said, boo, what's going on? What you mean we got eyes? Don't be in here making no, insinuating anything like I got anything going on extra. What you mean we got eyes? You talking about my homeboy Concrete down there from Springfield? Yeah, Concrete down there watching out for us. If you talking about anything else, some of the folk might be, what you say what you mean and mean what you say. Oh, no, I ain't mean nothing like that. I said, don't say nothing like that no more in this cell. Because you already think you're a pimp. Go on, take care of your business. Because you, hey, Dad. My dad said, boo, if you don't quit. I said, go ahead. Look. So, I done got into it with the people, man. Jerry, man, she done boom. His girl know what's going on. So he telling her, look, cut off, boom, nothing else, boom. This is what we doing. I want you to. I said, hey, I done told you don't be. Don't, cause I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's send. Come on now, spit your words out. He look around. I'm just trying to do business with your dad. Well, you need to start explaining yourself then. So he get back on the phone. My boy say, "Oh, so I'm doing business with somebody else now, right? And then what we finna do?" I guess she get to going again, whatever going on. My boy say, now look now. You know what he say? Loyalty come with receipts. So I'm gonna need you to stand on your paperwork and show it to me. I don't know what she said. He say, I'm running the show. Do you understand me? Now this is how this is gonna go. And if you don't like how this is gonna go, then somebody else will step up in your position. Do you understand me? I look at my dad and this is kind of funny. Now I need you to call such and such. You know what I'm saying? Because hold on. You already got something lined up. What you trying to do, Joe? My daddy say, now look, I ain't got nobody I'm trying to put on nobody's list because I ain't trying to have nobody holler at nobody. He said, what about the son? I said, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm just here supervising my daddy, bro. So you ain't trying, you know what I'm saying? My daddy say, look, I just got X amount of stuff sitting, you know what I'm saying? You doing what you doing, you got the girl, you know what I'm saying? Baby, now look, hold on. Where she might need to pick it up at. My daddy say where? He was like, look, so I already got some things lined up. I'm finna, the list of this stuff we already got on. I might need you to drive her, you know what I'm saying? What time, anytime she free? Hold on, baby. Anytime she free, anytime? Now look, now when I tell you, you know what I'm saying, because this is how I'm on, you know what I'm saying, and this the only access I'm doing them for now. I'm looking at my dad like, he looking between both of us. He look at my dad. My dad said, I know. I look at my dad and say, I look at B5 like, I got it from him. B5 said, boy. I said, what we whispering for? Right. Look, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get on up out here. I'm just letting you know we're finna train some things up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. He get out the phone. Boom. So when he get off the phone, my daddy say, so how long you been doing this, man? What you really that B5 say, I ain't even met this girl I was just on the phone with. I met on POF, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I done paid her bills a couple times up on this mountain, Joe. Up on this mountain. I'm talking about pay the bill, school, kid go back to school. I'm talking about all the school supplies, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about car note insurance. I'm talking about pimping since pimping. You feel me, Joe? So of course she gonna do whatever I tell her to do, when I tell her to do it, how I tell her to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't pimp her out, but listen to me. If you ever need to, man, I get on the phone, I'm talking about make a I'm talking about macaroni sound, you know what I'm saying? She gonna do whatever I tell her to do, because she already know when she need, boom. And just like the other ones, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let me explain something to you, Joe. Little Joe, listen to me now. Now, class is in session, I've been pimping, right? So, check this out. One thing I know about her, my daddy don't like that kind of language. I'm waiting on him to correct this, man. Now, check this out. Now, when these women, and I don't want to use the word vulnerable. Hear me out. Women need men, and of course, men need women, but women need men more than others. Who is he talking to, and what is he talking about? Now, these women done been with men who done abused them. Daddies wasn't there for them. Daddy issue. On top of having a daddy issue, mama was probably a little crazy too, right? So what happens is, they don't know this, but some of them might, but they don't care because they want the help. Most of them need the help. They done had a kid or two by some buster. If not, probably had no kid, but they want a certain lifestyle. I said, B5, what is you talking about? Guidance. I'm talking about guidance. See, as a pimp, I said, a pimp? As a pimp, what I do is I guide them. I give them a little bit of sense of direction. because they ain't never had it. They be lost out here. So when they get on the phone with a pimp like me, and they heard that I got the game plan, how the game plan gonna go. Cause listen, I'm like a coach. When I pull out that and run the play, I guarantee you somebody gonna. I said, boy, hey, I done told you, don't do that. He said, babe, you ain't listening to this pimping, man. I'm trying to put you on, right? I'm trying to put you on, little Joe. I'm telling you, because women naturally want men to lead them and guide them. Why you think pimping even a real thing? Because pimps lead and guide. It's just in a way society ain't caught up to yet. My dad said, boy, you crazy. He said, am I? Look. Am I crazy? Show me a pimp that don't lead and guide women. They people may not agree with it, but then show me one of these insecure, low self-esteem, no money getting men who don't know how to lead and guide. What they do? Tear that woman down. My daddy said, so pimps don't tear women down? How y'all talk to them? It depends on how they listening, Joe. Depends on what you mean depends on how they listening. Because we got a way of saying things to get them to see it from a different perspective. Now, a buster, what he gonna do is he want to tear you down where you don't even want to have nothing for yourself. My dad said, well, why do pimps want the money in their hand? Because they don't know what to do with it, Joe. I'm taking care of them. You know what I'm saying? I give them a little something. My dad said, so you keep them dependent on you. What you trying to say, Joe? Because I'm trying to tell you what this pimping is. And you trying to, and it sounds like you trying to tell. Now, let me tell you something, Joe. Pimps lead and guide, like I said. Most women ain't been with men who have led them anywhere. So when they run into men, my daddy say, this sounds just like gangs. What you mean, Joe? Gangs give young men a place to come where they feel a sense of purpose. Pimping. Larry Hoover. Pimping. What's that? Pimping. Yeah. All that right there. Fired him. Bought that. Pimping. Yeah. Lord Willie. Pimping. Give you a sense of belonging. Gave you the literature. Gave you ways to move. Ways to think. Ways to see things. Because what you were lost. But then they look at pimps and they look at us a certain type of way. Mm-hmm. My dad said, so you giving them, if they want to put something in the middle of their body, Joe, I'm going to let them put it in the middle of their body. And I'm going to break them out. They're going to have to break me out too. You know. My dad said, I ain't got no argument. Of course you ain't got no argument. You ready to get whatever you finna get, however you gonna get, point blank period. Now, so I ain't went up there and let him see me right. I do all the talking on the phone, you know what I'm saying? I don't get on other people, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no phone for myself. He exposed himself to an extent, right? Because he think he pulling the wool over our eyes too with this pimping. The man say, look, so this one right here, she gonna tell me she wanna see me, right? I FaceTime her a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? She talking about she want to be able to touch pimping. You know what I'm saying? She love that pimping. She said she want to touch pimping, right? So I went on and let her get on my list. I'm going to let her come up here maybe once or twice, you know what I'm saying? She straight too, you know what I'm saying? A little chunky, you know what I'm saying? I like them a little big, though. She love it. She take care of the business, right? So I'm going to let her come up here, but I ain't going to have her break the law, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. I just want to make sure I'm pleasing her to an extent. Because I ain't going to let her think too much, you know. Hey, five. Quit playing with me, little Joe. Quit playing with pimping. Pimping don't play. I said that was whatever. But look, so I'm gonna tie up them loose ends. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? Tell you, boom. We're gonna do that, right? And then, then we're gonna do what we need to do, how we need to do it. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep it rolling because, you know, I got them lined up out there. You know what I'm saying? I got them lined up out there. She know a couple of them. I said, man, when is he gonna come on about him? When you gonna you ain't pull the wool over nobody's eye. Man, he walked out of the cell. I said, now, before I discuss that, what Tiny come over here and tell you, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't want to, because my dad said, Tiny was going to go upside your head one time, boo. He come over here talking about it. If he go up, and I said, what you say? He said, man, I told Tiny, my son might deserve to get hit in the nose, breaking nose. But if you hit my son, man, he going to whoop you. He going to come over here. I'm going to feel bad because you broke his nose, but I know it was going to be right. But then I'm going to have to hurt you, Tiny. That's my son now. I said, and you ain't hit him in the nose when he said that? I'd have hit you in your nose, boy. Look. I said, man, quit playing, man. Go over and get Tiny. Tell mom. I said, no, I ain't going over there to get Tiny. We can go over there together because we need to walk and talk anyway about the dude. We need to come on back to say. He was like, right. He grabbed, put his tins on, right. My dad was Super Bowl league. We walk out the cell, right. I don't know what it is. He think he got a little swag on the rock, right. We come out, he sued the guy. Big Joe, what's up? Because my dad don't come out the cell anymore. I'm watching him, right. Hold on, let me take care of my business real quick. I tap my dad, I said, who you think you is, man? He said, man, what you mean, man? I said, man, straighten your feet up. Cause I know your feet ain't that. He said, man, just cause your left one only cocky and it ain't both of them, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. I said, you think you a real live gangster, don't? He said, man, whatever, man. Tight, open the door, man. It's Big Joe. I'm just looking at him, right? In admiration, really. Love my pop. Tight, open the door with the cigarette. Come on in, my dad, man. Put the cigarette out, man. I said, I ain't gonna tell him as we walking in the cell, blizzard. I ain't gonna tell man put a cigarette out in his own cell. Man, Tiny, put the cigarette out for me, man. Tiny, man, I already know your daddy, man. Hey, step out his head real quick. So we in there. I said, before we discuss anything, my dad already said we gonna get this one out the way. What's up, Tiny? Because you done told my dad you want to hit me. I walk up and push him, right? Pow. Tiny look at my dad and say, Joe, hold on, Joe. What you mean? Is that what you came over here for? I said, no, don't. I go, but don't. My dad said, well, quit playing with Tiny, man. Tiny said, man, hey, man. Whew. Cause your dad done already told me if I whoop you, he gonna whoop me. I said, that ain't what he told me. He said, you said if you hit me in the nose, he know I'm gonna whoop you. And on the strength of even though you might have been right, he know he gonna have to whoop you after you tell him that. And cause then after that, what he didn't say is, we gonna whoop you together after that. Because I'm gonna tell him, now we gotta jump him. And then you go to PC. Boy, you son, boy, hey. Boy, I'm telling you, Joe. I'm telling you, boy, I like you, boy. I'm telling you, now don't be saying you like me, you like Aaron. See. I said, well, go on tell my dad what it is. I'm supervising again. Look, man, Joe, I'm down there with the Migo on there, right? We got something going on. The dude who owed him, the dude owed him, right? So I'm telling him, man, dude owed me, but it was a while back, and I told him what, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. So, I try to say, go ahead and to get him to get what he owed me a couple months ago. I tried to say, boom, because I owed a Migo on them. Migo on them said, they ain't passing no debt to nobody, they want me to pay it. I said, Dad, we thinking the same thing, ain't we? My dad said, I don't know what to think. I said, what? I'm thinking why we over here. My dad said, you might be right. I said, been pimping since been pimping said, you know what I'm saying, we on the same waves, right? What do you call it? My dad said, telepathy. I said, yeah, we thinking the same thing. Cause Tiny, my dad ain't finna give you no $150 to pay them cause you owe them. And the white boy that owed them, that owed you a while back, that you told was straight, now he said, man, because I tried to go there, the white boy gonna go tell them, and then they say I said, you might well go and finish smoking your cigarette, get your nerve right for them come up here and whoop you, because me and my dad from bro, come on, Dad. Come on. I grabbed my dad, boo, hey, don't be grabbing on. I said, man, come on, give him the phone back. Give him the phone back from pimping. Give him the phone back so we go on back. He said, I got to call baby. I got to tell her. I said, well, come on over here so you can call her. My dad said, boo, what you doing? You should break me, please. And if you ain't watched Traps on Tubi, go check this out.
And outside of the trap, D to the A-double-L-A-S. Should've never been standing outside of the trap.
You here to take somebody to jail?
Everybody get on the motherfucking ground!
Get the fuck out of my yard.
Don't make the same mistake your daddy did.
And to spin back quick, can't wait another day. Don't stumble up in that, fumble up in that, mumble nothing by traps. No telling lies, don't televise, stay humble up in them traps.
One day a nigga wanna get out of this shit, man. But I don't know what it look like outside of this. I said, I'm doing you how you be doing me. I always telling me what to do, how to do it, when to do it, all this old stuff like I'm some kind of flunky like Tiny. My dad, Tiny, I ain't nobody flunky. I said, whatever, you's flunky. Well, come on now, Dad. We go over to this hill. They done landed up, boom, they bust the move once or twice. Pimping since pimping come to this hill. Saying he going to visit. He finna let 5 cut his hair, and he asked my daddy, could he use the phone real quick? My daddy asked me to go get the phone. I go over, get the phone. I ain't even speed walking because, you know, everything lined up. It seemed like it cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no mishaps or nothing. Jeff ain't came down there. B-Lord ain't in the business. He done and made sure everything was. So I ain't tripping. I actually like B5. I actually like him. Until this happened. I come in, boom, here B5. I pitch him the phone, right? He sit down on the toilet. I appreciate that. Let me take care of my beating real quick. He get on the phone. My daddy looking out the window. I'm standing by the door. You know what I'm saying? Got the violation up. But as I'm chilling, my daddy turned looking out the window. B5 took his shoe off, pulled out a needle. Boom. My daddy turned around. My dad do this right here. Hey, baby, I'm gonna hit you back, boom. He get out the phone. My dad said, man, what you got going on, 5? He was like, this ain't right here. This ain't nothing right here, baby. This ain't nothing, you know, I just like it, you know what I'm saying? I just like to feel good every now and then, Joe. What's up? My dad said, you doing dope in my cell, man. I don't play that right there in front of my son, too. My daddy stand up. I ain't saying nothing. This your business partner now. I'm gonna see how you gonna handle it. My dad said, now this ain't finna come in between nothing, cause look here, man. It look like we finna have some good going on, man, and then 5 of them don't know nothing about this, and if they find out about this, you already know, they gonna extort you because you beneficial, and then I'm gonna be, so don't be starting something with me, and then you got this going on, and you know, I'm retired, folks, but come on, man. I said, it don't sound like the finna work out when they find out about. He said, man, boy, you something else. He like, man, look, don't even worry about that. We good on that right there, man. I'm tell you, Joe. I can tell he high. Man, let me get on up out of here. Hey, look, I promise you, though, ain't no, I'm finna, and look, I apologize on, I said, well, come on up out of here. Man, oh, boy, hey, boy, you something else. I told him close up, Blue. I said, ain't he a junkie? My dad said, man, you done brought a junkie. Why you ain't smack him in the mouth when he sit down? My dad said, man, I'm looking out the window. I turned around. He pulling the needle out. It was already too late. I just told him, get out the phone. I'm finna get him up out of here. I said, and if he play any game with this bomb, you already know what time it is. My dad said, what time it is? I said, you ain't. Look, bro, ain't no way you been retired that long when you don't know 33 strategies of war. If he play any reindeer game, we will hint to the people. My daddy said, boo, listen, you don't have to. This is chess, not checkers. You hear me? They will get an unction. You know, I'm going to have to go and... My daddy said, boy, hey, I said, I'm telling you, they go... And then he ain't going to realize why they done... on his head. You feel what I'm saying then? I said, then we going to keep this, you know what I'm saying? In between you and me, though. In between me and you. In between you and me. My daddy said, that was whatever. This man, go down here, get a haircut, find them done found out, or assume that he getting high, right? But not only he getting high, but he owes something. Him and my daddy done had the borrow. And he owed 5 of them. He finna go see this girl for the first time. 5 of them done paid the barber to push his line up back. Been pimping since pimping. Listen, when I tell you they cut my man way back yonder, you hear him? The barber, boom, come on, bro. They put your forehead already back a little bit. Man, he done hit this man. They had him the mirror, 5 of them standing by the table where they cut him in. They get to laughing. He go, I'm talking about snap, try to fight the barber and everything. They done grab, nah, fam, you want to fight the barber? Then you got to room, confide with them, he done, man, y'all ain't, they get it, listen, they into it so bad. Then they holler, hey, such, you got to visit. 5 holler, man, I ain't trying to go down. Man, he said, man, if you refuse to visit, you got to go to the hole. If you refuse to visit, man. He come up the stairs. He goes to my dad, man, what's going on? Man, you don't see what's going on, man. You do 5 minutes on the ear to me, man. Man, don't take, man, bro. You know what? Man, been pimping since pimping, man. She gonna love me whether my line or right here anyway. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finna go up here, put my, I ain't even finna say I'm finna go up here, man. I ain't even play it today. I'm finna go over here and mac on them. My dad said, man, you need to quit playing with them people like that. But look, so I got 2, 3 of them. We're gonna, I said, go on, cause hey, cause you way back here. He said, man, I ain't tripping on none of that. She gonna love a pimpin'. She gonna love my pimpin' high, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna whoop the barber when I get back too. Man, my man go up there, come back from the visit. Man, Big Joe, I was talking about the Big Joe. I can't, boy, man, I gotta get up out of here, bro. So on the count, and then you all right? Count clear. Jeff at the door. Hey, hey, Joe. My daddy popped the door. I'm laying on top bunk. What going on? Hey. Be fast. My dad said, what about it? What's going on? I raised up to see what my dad was saying. My dad said, what's up? He straight? Man, you know he ain't gonna cut me out, man. He ain't been messing with me, right? I'm just wondering, you know what I'm saying? He pulled, man. He ain't tripping out that girl, listen. I raised up, hey. Hey, my daddy. Nah, I ain't. I ain't finna do no bid with dude crazy. That's why I'm finna tease you, man. You know. Man, that's crazy. If you got something going on with him, Joe, man, you gotta be careful, man, because you know folk them got him on the investigation, man. See, he been, you know what I'm saying? That's why he ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you now, so if you got, you know what I'm saying, tie be loose in just in case. He walk out the door, I said, see what I tell you here? My dad said, I already knew that though. But by the time that was going on, I already done made my plans, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't put nothing in whoever hand until the night before, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody hold nothing, and then it happened, and then boom. I said, look, Daddy, you probably don't want to hear it. I said, but look, as many opportunities come to you based on how good of a dude you are, man, you can't take them all. My dad said, I got to do this time. I said, listen to me. That's a sign of the time doing you too. Nah. I said, I'm going to tell you. I said, yes, it is. I said, because you got a lot of dope boys who keep telling themselves this next is going to get them to the next level, and they ain't never got to the next level, and they think they running the streets and not understanding the streets is running them. You keep on saying you finna defeat a cycle that's already defeated you on the basis of you thinking you winning. And you're not winning because you keep going through this cycle that you're giving all your time, all your energy on the basis of making you feel like you have an identity. Anything outside of this cycle, who are you?